So
Okay.
he did come out at the end of the show with us.
I saw you guys holding, you were walking, holding.
Yeah,
Okay, at the end, and we're gonna show you guys that clip also. The walk, I thought that was really hot. It's just a few seconds is what I got.
Yeah.
So let's get into some Q&A. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, sure.
All right, cool. Now let's start getting our viewers and our listeners. What is Young Kingz clothing?
For me, it's basically a way for our young kids, for our young boys who grew up, was growing up in the same environment that we came out of, same neighborhoods that we came out of, to have a balance.
Okay.
These days they're so bombarded by the negative, the media. Some of the things that we hear in hip hop, that sort of thing, movies, TV. So just giving them something that they can relate to as far as how it looks. We don't want to take away their culture and how everything looks, but we want to give them a message, So it's about giving them a positive message, but still making dope stuff, making dope stuff.
Yeah, okay.
So that's basically what it is, and a platform for us to give back and, be able to go out and reach out to these young guys and show them another way.
Okay. And you got an input on that, Lonnie?
Yeah, outside of what he said, I would just say, too, people may or may not know, like, we're the biggest consumers of everything, dollar-wise spent, so outside of us making the line for, not just our people, but for everybody, kind of knocking down those stereotypes and just basically King can be a variety of things, it can be representative of respect, loyalty, family, just ruler, or those are like the typical things you expect when you hear the word king,
right.
Loyalty, stuff like that. But outside of that, the king is just a mindset, it's a way of life. So you should feel like there's no boundary that you can't, there's nothing that can stop you from doing what you want to do, achieving what you want to achieve. And no matter the situation, where you're from, what area you're born in, what family you come from, no matter that, any of those situations, because we all can fall back on those as a crutch if we want to.
All right.
But we trying to just knock down those stereotypes that we limited to these certain things. Where, like I said, king is broad. It can mean a lot of different things, and for these young boys, they can define their own definition of king.
All right. And that's I have grandsons. Don't judge me. I just have grandsons, and I need them. I want them to wear Young King clothing. I want them to know that they're king, and grow.
Right.
Starting at, from Karsten's age, even on up. You know what I mean? Because we need that support, especially now.
Yeah.
I won't even touch base on what's going on around the world.
Right.
And I guess I will. I think I will. Right. I think I will touch base. Do you guys have any input on actually what's going on around the world with our brothers right now? Our young kings, basically.
Yeah. For me, I think it's bigger. I want to see, if I have an opinion on it, I want to see it become less about race and more about love, just loving each other, no matter what. And this is what Young Kingz is really about, no matter what culture you come from, no matter, what color your skin is, that just be great at whatever you're doing, be great, be king over whatever situation you're in. And, for me, I want to see it become less about race, more about loving each other as people. I think if we, love each other as people genuinely, no matter what color, what financial situations you come from, backgrounds you come from, if we just love each other, then, we would definitely, all of that be stopped. So,
right.
For me, it's more about that.
Okay. Right.
Outside of the love, that's the key component for sure. And love can conquer all, But I think that, what we can tie into, like, stuff that's going on now is just the reason we chose to stay in the lane of dealing with the youth, because it starts young.
Right.
And it starts mainly from the house. But outside that, like, most people or most kids or most youth are influenced by their environment more so than the house right now, which is it needs to be flip-flop. You need to be more influenced by your parents and you know whoever's raising you. Their opinions or how they feel about situations should dictate how the decisions you make.
Right.
You know, and stuff like, and the choices you make and so forth. So, outside of the love, I think that the more just tuning in, no matter, like I said, breaking any race barriers and stuff like that. But for all races, kids it needs to start from home, because influence is the biggest decision maker for the most part. So if you're basing your decisions on positive influence, then you're going to have positive outcomes for the most part.
And I totally agree. Everything starts at home, the good, the bad, and the ugly. It all starts, I taught my children growing up the same thing. Is every home is not the same, and it starts at home.
Right.
Everything. So let's talk about when was Young Kingz established? You guys got together about how long ago and decided?
Well, basically, Young Kingz was launched. We actually just had our 1-year anniversary last month.
Okay.
So it was launched, November of last year, 2013.
Okay.
But basically, the vision came really when he was born.
Okay. And how old are you, Karsten? Can I ask? I can't believe you're not going to give me you got to give me at least some interview conversation in the second half of the show. You're going to have to give it to me.
You know what I'm saying? How old you are?
We put the spotlight on him. You're not ready. How old is he?
He's 3.
Okay. Okay.
So basically, from there, the mindset behind Young Kingz began. He was the inspiration and the catalyst to say, hey, now it hits home, where our young guys are going, where our young boys are going, because now I have one on the way.
Okay.
And, so now we have to, I think it's my responsibility, even before he was born, with having, a little brother, with having, kids that look up to me, the responsibility to build that platform for them, and, give them something that most of them don't have, which is, a lot of them have the clothes and the shoes and the, that sort of stuff, but they don't have people, imparting into their mindsets. And so, like I said, when he was born, just wanted to, I from the womb was calling him Young King, Young King, just, starting that mindset.
Right.
And so, I got with my brother, and I mean, it was only right. We come from, the same background, same, neighborhoods, that sort of thing. And we have the same goals and mindsets when it comes to not just doing what we need to do to make sure we're good and our family's good, but make sure the people around us, we can do everything for the people around us that we can do and provide for our community and just give back, from what we've learned, our experiences and that sort of thing. So that's basically where the ideal, itself came from. And, then we just kind of, we used the shirts as the billboard for the message.
Right.
So that's where the idea came from. And that's how we, got together and we just made it happen.
I love it. Lonnie, did you want to elaborate on that?
That's pretty much it. Like you said, biggest thing is just, we see it being bigger than us, bigger than just the line. It's, something that we feel like that's definitely necessary. So even something that we wish, people would have been able to reach out to us when we were younger, having, coming up in the city and stuff like that. So you pretty much touched on everything for that.
Lonnie, if you want to hold up a couple of the sweatshirts for the young, and speaking of being a provider for the community, we have a video clip for Kingz for the Day. Kingz for the Day. Can you guys, which one of you guys want to help me with the Kingz for the Day for first?
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. Basically, the Kingz for the Day, how that came about is, again, it's more than just the clothing. We're not just a clothing line. We basically want to do everything we can to advance our communities.
Okay.
And so Kingz for a Day just came about where we want to take at least one day out of each month and just go out to our city, out to our communities, and just help somebody. Not necessarily kids. We do work with, the kids a lot. But I think it's, instrumental for the kids to even see the people before them and the men before them and the struggles and the things that they're going through, and just ignite a fire to help. You know, and light a fire in him that it's okay to help. It's cool to help people.
So you had him on the video.
Yeah.
We're going to show to the viewers.
You know, and this was, you know, he 3, so, you know, he's still getting used to the spotlight and the camera, and, you know, but like I said, this is what I want to open up to him and, you know, to his peers that, you know, you can basically be whatever you want to be. You don't necessarily have to, you know, be in the streets. You don't necessarily have to sell dope to make some money, and you know, you can be whatever you want to be, and you know, still have that lifestyle, still be successful, still be on TV. So, you know, that's why I had him everywhere I go, to show him, you know, that is possible.
I love it. I love the dedication. I love it. The support. I love it. Lonnie, and I'm gonna let you elaborate on it if you like. I wanted to, the white shirt you were holding up. Everybody is crossed out. The first 2 lines, for our listeners also, Lonnie was holding up one of the sweatshirts. And the first 2 lines, the first one says gangster, and it's crossed out. The next one says thug, and it's crossed out. And then at the bottom in gold, it says king, and it's not crossed out. I think I want to see our young men wearing these. I think it's something that
this
very positive.
Yeah, this is like this is really the ultimate message of everything. You know, because sadly to say, but most urban areas, those are the 2 things. The 2 things crossed out are the 2 things that's glorified the most. You know, it's being a gangster or being a thug. And it's like, you know, it's more to life than that. You know, that shouldn't be what we glorifying in our communities and all of that. You know, because at the end of the day, those 2 things is crazy to say, since for however long, the 2 outcomes has never changed. You can look at anything else, those are 2 things that's never changed. It's being jailed or dead, no matter what. So it's like, if we can knock those things off, like teach them young, you know, that those are the places that they don't want to be, is 6 feet under or locked up.
Right.
You know, they want to actually make a difference. They want to be successful. And not just, the decisions you make don't only impact you.
Right.
You know, they impact the people you love, your people that you may have a family of your own, or your parents, or people who care about you, so even friends or whatever. So that's like a big message. And even in today, you know, where we don't want people to be stereotyped just because of the skin that they have, or the clothes that they wearing, so to speak. So if we can break down those barriers and change the mindset, because at the end of the day, everything starts with the mind. So that's really what that shirt identifies, is just kind of breaking down those stereotypes, breaking down the barriers.
That's right.
And, you know, also just shedding light that it's okay to be smart. It's okay to be great at, you know, everything besides being that, you know, glorified as what's right. And people doing stuff like even you having us here, like, you know, things that are positive really don't get shed much light on. But the negative always is what people see, what they hear about the most. You know, so that's what that means.
Yeah, Lonnie, I can appreciate that.
Yeah.
You guys, go ahead, Keith.
I was just gonna say, as it pertains to that shirt as well, and he touched on it. It's more so killing stereotypes. Again, we don't necessarily want to change the way our kids look. Okay. We want to change the mindset behind it, you know. So like, we automatically, and no matter like what skin color, what the people see, no matter what skin color you are, everybody wear hoodies, everybody wear crew necks, you know. So, you know, because I'm young and because I have on a hoodie does not mean I'm a thug or that I'm a gangster, you know. So, you know, we try to break down those stereotypes. Like, you know, I wear a hoodie a lot, but I also wear suits a lot, you know. But if someone see me in a hoodie, you know, with a beard, you know, I got a hoodie on, you know, they could possibly think, you know, I'm a thug, I'm a gangster. So just the message on that is just saying, basically kill those stereotypes. Don't stereotype me just because of what I have on. Get to know me and get to know, you know, exactly who I am. Right.
Okay. Now, the Kingz for a Day, because we're going to go to that video clip. It's about 10 minutes long or so. We're going to come back from it and talk about the nonprofit for Young Kingz Clothing. Is that okay with you guys?
Yeah, that's definitely.
You guys, everybody, I want you to know the calling number is 313-868-3688 to get some questions in. 313-868-0331. We're going to go introduce either one of you guys or both. One at a time is fine. Introduce the clip that we're about to see. Kind of share with us, you know, about the clip that we're about to see.
This is King for a Day. We actually did this this past summer where we took Harold, which is actually, you'll see, first time meeting him, first time seeing him, everything. It was just something that was on our hearts and our spirit to do, and it actually ended up working out perfect for us, as you're going to see in the clip here.
All right, you got any comment?
That's basically it. Like you said, just everything you're going to see is genuine. It's not, yeah, we did document it, but again, just to build that fire in people that want to help other people. So it's all genuine. We met Harold, as he said, the day, like we were actually looking for someone.
Now, is Harold a homeless person, or he's just the person?
No, he is.
Yeah. Detroit resident.
Yeah, he was homeless.
Okay.
We were downtown near the Cass Corridor.
Okay.
And we were looking for people. Actually, a few people had turned the offer down. And it just so happened that we ran into Harold, and he was all open for it. So, yeah. So.
All right, you guys. This is Kingz for a Day by Young King Clothing and Young King's Clothing, and we will enjoy. Sit back and check it out.
What's up, world? This Keith from Young King's Clothing Co. Basically, what you're getting ready to see today is our kickoff of our webisode called Kingz for a Day. We go out into the city of Detroit, and we just pick someone randomly and just make them king for a day. And basically, what we want, people to get out of this is we want people to see that there is still young men that care, and that just to ignite the fire to just give back. If you've been put in a predicament, or if you've been put on that stage where you can't give back, take that time to give back and help somebody. So just sit back, enjoy what we're getting ready to do, send us all the feedback that you like, and just enjoy it.
You interested in seeing what we can do for you today?
Yeah. I need everything.
Huh?
I need the whole hookup. Man. Oh.
Where you staying at right now? You just out here? Well, how about, if you receptive to it?
But I'm going to a program tomorrow.
Oh, you going to a program?
Yeah.
What kind of program?
Operation Get Down, dude diagnosed.
Operation Get Down?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. When last time you ate? I had a good meal, rather.
Good meal? A long time. I'll be dying to get home cooked meal. Good meal.
Like some soul food?
Yeah.
Huh? Absolutely.
What we want to do, man, we definitely today, again, the biggest thing is, you see I got my son out here and everything, so you see we ain't, but the biggest thing is igniting that fire to want to help in the city again, you know what I'm saying? As young black men, we do a lot of bringing each other down, killing each other, you know what I'm saying? Now it's time for somebody to step up and say, hey, let's help each other, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we want to do. Again, we gonna go to a good restaurant, you know what I'm saying? You just, whatever you want to eat, you get it, it's yours today, you know what I'm saying? So, we'll get you supplies, you know what I'm saying, get you shaved, that sort of thing. Like I said, get you a meal, just kick it with you, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no pressure, none of that, we just kicking it, you know what I'm saying? And just have a good time for the day, you know what I'm saying?
No cost at all, we just basically trying to inspire somebody to inspire the next person.
This Harold, I know y'all, foot is going, but this is Harold. Just to let y'all know, we Young King's Clothing line. Basically what we doing today is we starting our King for a day. We just out here in the city. We giving back to the city, helping people, so that's what we're about. You'll hear more about us in the, real quick, real soon. But just stay tuned and see what we're about to do.
On the stage, body in the crowd. Parents always try to keep me home, but I can't get paid.
First of all, I want to thank everybody for the support. Everybody's been showing us a lot of love, a lot of support. King's Squad. We appreciate it. A lot of love on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. We really appreciate it, man. We really
situation being better, it's gonna make somebody else's situation better.
They can see you. Like, man, I remember he was like that. You know, I remember he was dealing with that. Now look at him. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this is a life-changing event. Like I said, it only take one thing, one time, one thought, something. You know, so let's get this prayer going, man.
Lord Heavenly Father, we just first of all want to thank you for the opportunity, giving us the opportunity of being able to have the resources. First of all, second of all, being able to have the willing heart to do this. Thank you, God, for giving us the ability and again, the willing heart and willing mind to be obedient to you. And God, we just praise your name right now, God, not only for what we have been able to accomplish, but for us meeting a new brother, meeting Brother Harold, who, you know, has changed my life. I know he'll say that we probably changed his life, changed his day, but he has changed my life, getting his different perspectives on life and, you know, how everything works in his world. And so, God, we just ask that from today forward, God, that you just rain down blessings over his life. God, in the name of Jesus, God, we just ask that everything that he's been dealing with, God, no matter how long he's been dealing with it, that you stop time for him, God, right now and reverse time and give him some of his time back, give him some of his passions back, give him some of his thoughts back, give him some of his dreams back, his visions back, God. God, right now we ask, God, that you don't do it tomorrow, not next week, not next month, but right now, God. Begin to work on him right now in the name of Jesus. And we thank you for where he's going in his life. We thank you for the mindset that he's taken on, God. We thank you that he's been obedient. He's willing to be obedient not only to himself, but, God, to you and your will. And right now, God, we just ask, God, that you just continue to bless us with the resources to be able to do this. God, show the world that this is not just for the camera, not just to glorify ourselves, but God, at the end of the day, to glorify you, God. God, right now, God, we just praise your name because we can be as young black men so many other places. They said that, you know, past 21, we're supposed to be dead or in jail or out here hustling. But instead, God, you have given us the mindset of kings, God, where we're trying to lead our people into different places, God. But God, right now, we thank you for what you're getting ready to do. Not just for us, not just for Harold, not just for everybody in this room, God, but for the world, for this city, that you're getting ready to change this city, and you're giving us the tools to put this city that we live in and have grown in every day of our lives in our hands. And so right now, God, we accept the responsibilities, God, and we take on our city and our people on our backs, God. But God, right now, God, just bless us, God. Just keep us on the right path. Keep us focused. Keep our minds right, God. Even touch our families through this, God. Touch our families, God. Heal bodies through this. Deliver minds and hearts, God. Relationships, God. Right now, in the name of Jesus, we thank you and we pray. Amen.
Okay, I like it. I'll give you a hand. I like it. And you pretty good on that praying. Y'all got together and said the word and praise. I like to see that the men come together. Our men come together, no matter what culture, race, or creed. Bring our men together and strengthen our men. This is what we need. As from like you said, from the womb all the way to adulthood. Congratulations, gentlemen. You guys are fabulous.
Oh, thank you.
Let's, because you know the hour flies by.
Definitely.
I'm telling you. Let's talk about the nonprofit for Young Kingz clothing.
Okay.
Tell me a little bit about the nonprofit.
So the nonprofit piece is actually a tutoring program that my family as well as myself started. We started. It's called All-in-One Tutoring and Mentoring.
Okay.
Basically, what we do, We, take even proceeds from, from Young Kingz clothing, but also donations and that sort of thing, just to be able to give us the resources and the platform to actually go out and do what you've seen on, Kingz for a Day, but related to our kids, related to our youth. We, as far as that goes, we start from kindergarten all the way up to, 18.
Okay.
And basically what we do is we just, not just actually sitting down in a building and, talking to, the kids, talking to the youth, but actually, creating the resources to be able to show them a different life in a different way. Like we kind of touched on earlier, they honestly don't realize that it's more to life than, or it's more to success than the houses, cars, women, jewelry, that sort of thing. They honestly do not know, because all they're seeing is videos and, that sort of thing that's telling them the opposite. So what we do is we just take them, and again, we're not trying to, tell them that they shouldn't have success or they shouldn't have money, but we're showing them the success, we're showing them the money as much as we can, but from a different perspective. And so that's basically what the nonprofit is focused on, is just, building that mindset from a one-on-one standpoint or a group standpoint. Say, hey, this is what we did, this is what we have. It may not be as much as you see on the video, but if we stay on this path, that's the outcome.
I agree.
And contrary, if you stay on the path that you're on, this is the outcome.
That's the life they don't show you, though.
Exactly.
That's the life they don't show you. They don't show you about the consequences of a lot of actions and decisions. You only see about the high for a moment. It's kind of like, as far as what you do now, you're going to reap the benefits later, or you're going to serve the consequences later.
Right.
So the benefits can be, you may work for a little while, do what you have to do, may not take off as fast as you wanted to take off, but at the end of the day, when it does, you can appreciate the process that it took to get you there, and you can also show somebody else the ropes as well. There's nothing like being able to accomplish your goals, do it the right way, and then be able to show somebody else that they can do the same thing. You don't have to, if a pot is hot, you shouldn't have to always touch it to find out for yourself.
I know, right? I agree.
If somebody tell you from experience, you should be able to take that advice from someone you feel like is a reliable source, and that's all we're trying to show them.
Let me get this call, you guys. Caller, you're hot on Rene Steppin Out on Faith. We're live with Young Kingz Clothing. Who are we speaking with? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, you got...
Are we live?
We are live. You got your radio on?
Oh, we were checking out the show, talking about with the young people and...
Young Kingz. Well, are you watching the show?
Yes, beg your pardon.
Are you listening?
We watch it live. We see the young man and everybody.
Oh, are you watching it or are you listening to it? Because it sounds like
we're watching it.
Okay. Did you have any questions for Young Kingz Clothing? I mean, don't watch your computer or your radio.
Just like the project as far as
I need you to turn your computer down or your radio. Hello? I don't know what he was doing, but call back, call. You're welcome to 313-868-0331, 313-868-3688. I have to keep it moving, you guys. Time doesn't wait.
Oh, definitely.
There's a website, you guys? And does your website take donations?
We don't have not for the nonprofit piece. We're working on the website now. It should be done really soon. We do have the website for the for Young Kingz though, for Young Kingz Clothing. It is YK Clothing .weebly. That's WEEBLY.com. And you can go in there. We have a lot of different designs, even from, actually we're working on putting the new stuff. Those shirts that we just showed you actually just released. We have a lot of other stuff on the site now. We're actually working on getting those up. We also have an email if it's something that you don't see on the website that you may be seeing today, or I know a lot of people follow us on Instagram, that sort of thing. When you can definitely email us, Young Kingz Clothing at yahoo.com. and we'll definitely take care of you and give you all the information.
Make sure that Kingz is with a Z at the end.
With a Z.
Not
That's right.
So it's YOUNGKING Z is in zebra clothing at yahoo.com.
Okay, I like that. You guys, so we had a fashion show in November, right before Thanksgiving. Young Kingz Clothing did a fashion show.
Yes.
The Walk is what it was called.
Yes.
And I want to find out about that. I'm going to ask a few questions about it, but we definitely got to get the calls in also.
Okay.
Caller, you had on Rene Steppin Out on Faith on 88.1. Who are we speaking with?
Oh, this Earl from BMO. How you doing, big sis?
Hey, Earl, you calling from, you said BMO? That's
BMO.
that Maryland. That's that
Baltimore,
Maryland. How you doing? You catching the show?
Yeah, we kept the show live.
Turn around and show your young Kingz. We talking to Maryland. We want them to see you. See, he's drifted off on purpose. So what's up? Are you enjoying the show with Young Kingz Clothing?
Oh, yeah, we enjoying the show. I want to ask them to go make some clothes for older people, Want to listen to early sometimes, too. Do it all work,
Hey, we got some. How you doing, by the way? Thank you for watching and tuning in.
Definitely.
We got some things that we get that question a whole lot, as you can imagine. So we actually working on. That's not going to be the lane that we in, but we also will probably have some special editions that you probably want to tune in for coming real soon, top of the year, early next year, 2015. Some limited stuff that we're gonna do just for us and as men too. So definitely stay tuned with that.
Okay.
Yeah, we definitely.
Now we're working on our youth. It looks like the fellas are working on our youth here, and we want our already Kings made men already. We can appreciate you guys. I can appreciate you guys even asking about that because we need more Kings out here. That's just all I'm saying. That's all I got to I can say. We need more Kings, more Kings, more Kings, more leaders.
Definitely.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I definitely agree. Any other organizations that you connected with, dealing with that? Or it's just, y'all doing it on your own?
Right now we're independent, but we're always looking to. We've definitely been in talks with a lot of organizations and that sort of thing, just about making it right. Again, for us, it's not about the money. So we want to make sure it's with somebody that has a heart behind our young people too as well. So we definitely gonna be linking up with some major organizations. And getting it done that way as well. And we're looking to get outside of Detroit as well, outside of Michigan, which we are as far as product, but as far as giving back to our youth, we're definitely looking to get outside of Michigan as well.
Okay, yes, sir. That sounds like a good thing, yeah. Hey, y'all do suits for the little guys too?
That's funny because we actually been working on that as of like a couple days ago. And so yes, we do have suits coming. Top of 2014, we will have suits come. I'm sorry, it's 2015. It is. Top of 2015, we will be having suits, ties, the whole set coming.
Everything that you could think of that you could put on your young child, your young nephew, your neighbor, whoever, any young boys, we gonna have from socks from the bottom to the top. So, coming soon.
Oh my God, don't forget the special edition for us older kids.
For the older Kings. Well, we definitely appreciate you calling from BMO, Maryland, and getting it in and answering Young Kingz questions. We get ready to air a little clip from the Walk Fashion Show. So I want to thank you for calling us. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it. God bless you.
All right. So hopefully, and everybody got the email address and the website address. Is there something like a comment page or something on your website? Well, they got the email address, so if they wanted to, ask any more in-depth questions or actually help get involved, like you said, you want to make sure they have a heart behind it, or if they want to do some donating and things of that nature, they can use that email address to upgrade to. I'm sorry, he caught me off guard. They can use the email address to ask any questions or...
Yeah, I'm going to make sure I repeat it just for people who may not have got it. It's Young Kingz Clothing at yahoo.com, and that's Kingz with a Z. So Young Kingz Clothing at yahoo.com.
And go to the website address out again.
That's YKClothing.weebly. That's WEEBLY.com. YKClothing.weebly.com. Also, Instagram. We're heavy on Instagram as far as seeing product. Go to our Instagram page, Young Kingz Clothing, and that's again YOUNGKINGZ Clothing. Follow us on Instagram. And if you want to see kind of the more personal, because again, this is not just a line for us. This is definitely a lifestyle. This is definitely. You can definitely see our lifestyle, and see how we actually move, but off when the cameras are off and when nobody's watching. You can follow me at RIP_poverty, and like I said, you can kind of see the in-depth, of how I move in my life, and he also has one as well.
Lonnie has one.
It's Boog is blessed, and that's B as in boy, OOGIS blessed. BLESSED. So Boog is blessed is my Instagram as well.
Okay, and mine is Rene's 881FM. I just thought I'd throw that out there. I do have an Instagram. Okay, you guys. I was going to, and my viewer from Maryland actually asked this question. I was going to ask what age and size for Young Kingz? Like, what's the minimum age and or the maximum size that you guys are offering right now?
It's basically 0. So we got onesies basically from 0 to 15 months.
That's cool.
And then we also have 2T to youth XL.
Okay.
So obviously, depending on the kid, it's going to depend on the size. So.
Okay. And I want to know. I'm going to do the walk fashion show clip because only like 15 seconds toward the end of the show. For the small black business directories, I heard Young Kingz Clothing made Business of the Week.
Oh yeah.
For the SBBD, that's the small black business directories. That is big.
Oh yeah, shout out to Victoria.
Victoria Berry, shout out to her. She's been here and she's pretty hot. I appreciate we actually did an interview with her. I appreciate what she's offering, and I'm glad that you guys are involved in it. As far as when is the next fashion show, you guys?
May 2015.
May. Okay, are we coming out with a summer line?
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer stuff coming. We actually been the next walk is in May, but we actually been having a few inquiries about some other fashion shows. I think one in April, so we're definitely going to attend that. We have more information up on our Instagrams and website and that sort of thing. But yeah, and we're working on our own. We're working on our own fashion show where it's just going to be exclusively Young
Kingz.
Yeah.
All right. Do you guys do you recruit for models?
We do.
Okay. And people can email you for information on how if they wanted to get in on it.
Yeah, definitely. Email us, follow us on Instagram, tag us, and any pictures you have as far as Young Kingz. Again, we like to do. If you follow us on Instagram, you'll see that we have athletes, models, musicians, kids all across the country who doing their thing, and we reach out to them, they reach out to us, and they're in the family. Young Kingz is a family, so anything we can do to help promote our kids, we down for it. So modeling, sports, if they're their grades, if they're scholar, that sort of thing, anything we can do to help promote our kids, we will.
Okay, did you want to say something about that?
I was going to say, we also, we got something coming up outside the fashion show. We actually, it's the end of the year. We do something every year, basically for the kids. So we actually got something coming up. We're just trying to define the right venue. Probably in the next week or two, we'll be announcing it.
Okay.
So parents, stay tuned. We definitely going to do something real big at the end of the year for the kids for Christmas, too.
For all the kids.
All right, but make sure you guys keep Rene Steppin Out on Faith posted on what's going on.
Definitely.
I don't have sons, but I have grandsons, and I just want to support Young Kingz.
Yeah, word of mouth.
Sure.
Definitely definitely tell them what we're doing. We appreciate anything.
For sure. You guys, we're going to go ahead and throw this clip in with it's a short clip, and then we're going to come back and let you guys do some shouts out and get ready to wrap it up. Okay. So tell us, Keith or Lonnie, what this is that I'll be showing the short clip to for the walk, what the walk was about.
It's just the behind the scenes, really. A clip of that, just showing how
the fashion show is.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. The walk fashion show. It's actually put on by Mr. Deshaun Franklin, who actually known for a while, and this is our second event.
Okay.
It's one of basically the biggest fashion show in the Midwest. So big names come out each year or each event that he has from all over the Midwest, and we basically were part of the youth or the kids clothing line for the show, and
okay.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, and we just to say, look, like 2 seconds, we're starting a blog called Dreams Worth More Than Drugs.
Okay.
So this is actually like a piece of the kickoff for the blog, and we're gonna, everything we do, we're gonna incorporate it into this blog, and it's just giving the opportunity for the kids to shine, giving the opportunity for the kids to do their thing. And like I said, giving them something to basically be proud of themselves. So.
I like it. You guys are welcome back anytime.
We appreciate it.
Anytime. You're welcome back anytime. You guys, we're going to go to it's a short clip of the walk, and then we'll be right back. The walk is we have Young Kingz clothing in the building. I'm loving it.
I can be what I want to be. If I work hard at it, I'll be where I want to be.
I love it. So that was the children's fashion show. You can't beat that. That had to be a fabulous event in a moment, fabulous moment. I want to thank you guys for coming. Did you guys want to give any shouts out? No problem. Did you want to give out any shouts out? Because we worldwide. Any shouts out from Young Kingz Clothing?
I just want to shout out everybody that support us, everybody who's either purchased, who's told somebody else about it, anybody who sees what we're doing and, just showing love to us. All our family and friends, and man, just shout out to 3. All my boy, that's too many to name. So just everybody I love and care about, we just thank y'all for y'all support.
That's what's up, Keith.
Yeah, just everybody who support us, everybody who, like he said, anybody who shouted us out or told a friend, told a neighbor, bought something for another kid, and everybody that is, may not be directly connected to Young Kingz, but is doing their part to help out the next generation. We definitely appreciate you. Like you said, definitely shout out to Osby, a.k.a. 3. He, is definitely a big part of Young Kingz, though he couldn't make it today. So shout him out. And, just shout out all our family and friends who believe in what we're doing and supporting. Again, it's, people don't really, push positive stuff. So we just thank y'all for definitely, and shout out to you. We definitely thank you here.
What's my name?
Rene.
Y'all don't even, I had to tell them. I'm kidding. All right. I want to thank everybody for tuning in and calling, and actually you guys for joining us today. Carson, next time, can you wave bye-bye to everybody? Next time I need you to speak into the microphone.
All right. Stand up.
All right, you guys.
Bye-bye.